Good and evil. This is going to be a good one. I'm already excited. Okay, so I should probably start it by quoting the classic. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out. He's gonna find out. He's gonna find out. He's gonna find out. Every religious system, every system that organizes humans has some sort of moral code attached to it. There's no way you can build a society without some sort of law around it. In fact, the very definition of social fabric means we agree to meet despite our differences on some level. Okay, we call it, you kill somebody, that's probably bad, we'll have to do something bad to you in exchange. You know, the very basic principles of what makes us human, the very core of what helps our species survive. For example, if you defy that natural law, you have to bear the consequences because you're jeopardizing the existence of the community, of the society. Right, so that's the easiest way to look at it, and that's the basic building block of, well, law. Now we could think whether having this moral code embedded in religion is an important vehicle for religion, or the other way around, or maybe religion pretends to be a system that organizes. Maybe it's all the same actually, but I don't think there's point in it. If we look at company policies or rules of children playing hide and seek, or Pokemon Go tournament rules, we'll see that rules of the game are there to make game better for all the players. In cases of religions and systems that need to, actually not only in cases of religions, in cases of every system like that, systems of government as well, they require those kind of brain containers to distribute them, right? And if a moral code is utterly silly and is not conducive to healthy growth of the society, it just doesn't work. It collapses, falls apart. If you try to build a cult that says, okay, once you reach 20, you have to kill yourself, it doesn't really make sense. It will be a mind virus that kills its host before the host can share its the payload. All right. So we could look at that moral code as some sort of, I don't want to say symbolic violence, but that's what it boils down to, right? We have cause and effect that is not present in the universe. Not present in the universe. That's a good one, right? The trick with these laws is they are not implemented by the universe. Universe allows everything. It allowed for Holocaust to have happened, for New York to be built, and for dolphins to be killed. There is no moral code within the universe. So you can get away with stuff, and then the law, either the law of the religious organization, whoever or whomever you're not allowed to criticize or laugh at, these are the folks in power, will come after you and implement this law. And this is the act of symbolic violence. All right? So they will exercise this act of violence that they call justified because it defied the law they established. Who's they, right? We should probably argue here that it's not really they, it's a collectively chosen representative of the people, then everything's fine. Okay, that's a big subject. I'm not gonna go there, not yet. But I wanted really to talk about a bit of a trap where people that develop spiritually suddenly notice that there's no objective moral code. And this is super liberating, don't get me wrong. It's a brilliant thing to happen to you. You all of a sudden realize it's all arbitrary, that the guys in blue uniforms really just uphold something that's basically written on paper, and as long as they don't see, you can get away with stuff. You can get away with speeding as long as there are no cameras. And maybe that's the beauty of human condition, right? This conviction that there is no objective reality, that you can create your own reality and the moral code with it. However, the trap is, first of all, biology. I don't want to go into karma. Can I not go into karma? I'll try not to. I'll try, because you know all about it probably by now. Biology. If you defy the biological law, how your body is programmed, how it's supposed to work, you cut out your kidneys and expect no results, guess what? It will start failing. That's a drastic scenario, but you can imagine, you change your body in a way that it's not designed to work, it will start failing, right? If you remove a carburetor from your car, it will stop working, right? So there are some ground rules that you could say religions and spiritual teachings are trying to convey, having discovered them on their own, right? So you would see thou shalt not kill, and it was probably figured out because somebody thought, hey, if we kill everybody around us, we'll be very lonely and it won't be fun, or the barbarians from across the river will attack us. So these kind of basic principles of maintaining the species found a representation in these laws. So there may be some good ideas. The trap is, in amongst the good ideas, there may be some viruses hitching around, right? So everything is grand, and then all of a sudden you go like, you shall not wear blue sweater on Sundays. Like, hang on a minute. Well, if the rest is correct, then obviously I shouldn't wear blue sweater. I don't understand it all, but hey, blue sweater's bad. Anyway, going back to people on the path of spiritual development that are discovering arbitrary, they're not being objective moral code. The next step in their discovery is to try to break whatever they learned, and sometimes they may get in trouble. Sometimes they may get in trouble and try to explain, officer, I really don't think you should lock me up because there's no good or evil. Of course it won't work. How do I know? Asking for a friend. Okay. Think. So there's way. If you look at the simplicity of organisms, right? The simpler the organism, the less mistakes it makes. So if you look at, for example, a cat, it will make very few mistakes in how it operates. And it will, it will, without any remorse whatsoever, kill a smaller animal, torture it a bit before killing it finally, eat it, or maybe not, maybe discard it, just leave it on your pillow as a gift. And it's perfectly fine with it, like, that's it, I'm a cat, what do you want? And that's that's an important lesson to learn for humans, right? We also do human stuff really well, or do we? But we're so complicated. We're so good at overcomplicating stuff. Taking lessons from less sophisticated organisms, I guess, is a very valuable resource in self-reflection. But remembering the society is its own organism probably is a good idea. This can be one angle. Second is the distinction between who you are and who your human is. Oh, that's a good one, yes. So if you think of a human as something that exists within society, has to wear clothes outside. I wonder why it came up first. Not hurt other humans, stop when red light shows, all the important stuff of being human, right? You could probably leave much of your human on the autopilot, just like you can leave the cat to do its own work, to, go get groceries, perform at work, obey traffic laws, all the stuff that they are supposed to do to remain good citizen. Okay, and then after hours, no, not after hours, and then you will notice that there are multiple layers to it, right? Deeper inside the onion, different processes are. You still stop at the red light, you still get cut off on the roundabout, but you don't get upset about it. It's like, okay, what am I supposed to do in accordance with the book of rules? Slam on my brakes, follow the checklist, and that's fine. There's no emotions there. It's just, this is the way it is. This guy that cut me off did it because is one of the traps. No speculation about intent. This has happened. And that's it. No giving him benefit of the doubt. No finding excuses. No other mechanism. If you really must, if you really cannot withhold the anger, imagine this is somebody's granny. You cannot be upset with somebody's granny. That's it. She's probably in a hurry to bake them muffins to the children. All right. So we've gone through the cat. Cat's emotional baggage, the remorse the cat feels every time he murders a family of mice. I guess we're good. I guess this was a valuable lesson. So, I think we've explored the subject, at least on surface. If you have any other questions, let me know and we'll see what we can do. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for being here.